Ladies and gentlemen, I want to discuss about Jaden Ivey, NBA, and social awkwardness. I know recently the Chicago Bulls have waived 4-year professional guard Jaden Ivey due to some social media rants that have come about over the last week in regards with his faith and in regards with some of his views, and also some views that actually dealt with the alphabet community. They're basically a bit anti, basically condemning the NBA for basically having a Pride Month. You know, I understand that Jaden has every right to believe how he wants to believe. However, how he approaches the situation and not having enough discernment is a big reason why he's currently not with an NBA team at this very moment. That doesn't mean he won't come back to the league or won't play at all, but this is the big reason why he's not currently on an NBA team right now. Homeboy should have known the environment that he worked in. I know from what I'm hearing from other sources and other fans that, Jaden Ivey's definitely going through some deep traumas right now, deep demons that he needs to definitely overcome. And I can understand that. However, I don't specifically know too much about these situations. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really just jump the gun just because or anything in that nature. But what I will say regarding Jaden Ivey's ordeal is homeboy should have handled in a much better light. When you're working for an establishment that has these types of things, you gotta make sure you try and handle these things literally behind the scenes, or up in front, a little up in person by like a higher ups. This is not really a Bulls ownership issue. This is more of a Adam Silver issue that he should have addressed with him in person, regards with those things, or he should have kept it to himself, got his check, save his money, so he can utilize it to invest in various services, various churches, so he can literally do his holy worship and actually just make some plans whenever he's either actually taking during the off season or whenever he's done playing. He can definitely preach the house of sermon, whether it's like definitely basically like Christianity, Judaism, any form of religion, Islam, however it may be, Israelite teachings, however it is. You know what I'm saying? I just wish homeboy did like a much better job actually handling the situation much more professionally than what he could have done. Now, yes, I understand the Bible. The Bible is just definitely big and definitely just huge, definitely preaching against homosexuality. And it clearly states in the Bible that homosexuality is a sin. The Bible's words, the Bible's teachings, not mine. However, when dealing with these types of situations, that does not mean you have to belittle, you have to actually just saying somebody's really having Pride Month and being disrespectful. If it doesn't involve you, if it doesn't involve who you are and what you stand for, just leave these folks alone. Handle them cordially, handle them in a business matter, and just go on your merry way. You know what I'm saying? Keep your space, you know what I mean? Don't go up in their lane, they're not going to go in yours. It's that simple. Now, it's one thing if basically a company or definitely someone corporate or somebody that you work for actually treat you like garbage, you call them out based on that. It's another thing where they haven't actually treated you wrong, but you actually go criticize some of the moves based on certain differences. And then when they actually just come whole and they actually criticize based on the views and they're just not comfortable and they've shown that. And yes, homeboy Jenny here is within his rights to actually have freedom of speech. However, on the other side of the coin, the Chicago Bulls were in their rights to actually let him go due to the fact that it's under at-will employment for them to literally do so based on that reason. And they don't have to worry about any termination lawsuits to literally do so. And I get the panic that's definitely actually coming in regards to that. But unfortunately, it does come with the territory whenever you make open criticisms like this without having like a good thorough strategy of how to actually manage the situation, which is very unfortunate for Mr. Ivey here. Now, regarding Jaden, there's still opportunities for him. There are professional leagues overseas that he could go to that do share his views. He just needs to actually do his due diligence on which is a good benefit for him if the NBA basically bought him the opportunity to actually play again for a while at the very least. You know, all I can say in a situation like this for Jaden, I wish him well. If he's going through some deep traumas, definitely inside his life, unbeknownst to the public, I think he should definitely go to therapy should the avenue actually comes. If he has some deep demons that's coming inside him, I do wish him the best. And if he does, he should go get help. I do support him in this as well. Best of luck with Jaden. Best of luck with Chicago Bulls. Best of luck with the Bulls teammates, as well as the whole NBA.